Hello guys and welcome to In the Pits.
2 laps, make them count.
If you've come to this channel today in search of jokes and banter, you have come to the wrong place because we are on for some serious racing. I'm repping the Toyota Supra GT500 here with the Castrol livery. Now I'm just going to get rear-ended by the GTR on my left here, and look at this counter steering skills. Unbelievable. I'm glad I learnt to drift, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do that. So yeah, we're at the Nordschleife here today, and it's the whole GT500 series of cars. We've got the Lexus SC430 on track, got the Nissan GTR, the Toyota Supra and the Honda NSX. So let's see how far up the grid I can move. Now this race was seriously intense. I felt like I had tunnel vision. I was in the zone. So we're just coming through this section, foot down all the way. You've got to be brave. We're losing a bit of time on Peter here. Meerkan Peter. Sounds a bit Irish, I'm not sure. I'm just lifting off a teeny bit and foot back all the way down. And I get on the brakes a little bit late, but I managed to keep her on track and take a nice late apex. So moving down to this section of the track, which is foot down all the way. Well, in this car it is anyway. This car creates so much downforce, you can really fly through the tracks. I tried to downshift there, but it doesn't work. That's one of my problems with this game, small problem. I reckon about 3% of my downshifts never actually work. I tried driving the Porsche Cayman around this track, and that was so hard to get to shift down. It was driving me absolutely nuts. So we're just going to feel our way through here. We can't really go to make a move because the track's a bit tight and the grid is still close together. We haven't really had much of an opportunity to space out yet. Now foot down, foot back down, come on, push it. I'm going very slow. I have a look up round the outside here though, but I couldn't quite make it stick. And you've got to do your best to stay in your line. If you're side by side with another car on this track, you've got to give the other person space. Now I'm going to get the run here. I'm going to fly up the inside, getting the better run out of all the cars around that corner. We're going to gain 2 positions. We're not on for a third here. We're going to have to stick with Tachikawa here. Now it looks like we can make a move. Yep. We're just getting the runs out of all the corners here, which is good news. And we've got Yanagida and Mishigami in front of us. This grid was dominated by Asian drivers from the looks of it, who generally are very quick. Now I don't know if I should have lifted off around that corner, but I did, and it's lost me a lot of time. And I'm going to run wide here, and I'm going to blame that entirely on me trying a shift down, and it didn't. If you can watch it back, I tried to shift down, but it just stayed in third, and that's what carried me off the track. Now we're hooking up the carousel nicely on this lap. But we have lost a position to Tachikawa. But let's see what we can do to regain that position. Now, this was only the second time I've run the Nürburgring on this game. The last time I'd really sessioned it a lot was on Gran Turismo 6. And I have to say, it did feel a lot tighter on this game than it did on GT6. Now, obviously on this game all the tracks are laser scanned, so this one should be more accurate. I mean, they weren't too dissimilar. Now, I've just made a move here, and I've just about made it stick. It was almost ended up sketchy and in the wall there, but we kept it on the track. This race was seriously intense for me though. Felt like I was flying around it. There's rare times when you look at the speedo and it was underneath 100 miles an hour. I was flying through this section here. You've got to keep your foot down all the way. Just getting the shift down. Probably would have been best to go to 4th a bit earlier, I think. I'm not too sure. This was the first time I'd ran this track in this car. Now, this Toyota Supra SGT has been one of my favourite cars since I was a little boy. I remember for Christmas when I think I was 9 years old maybe, opening up my present, and I had a PS1 with Gran Turismo 1, and this car being my favourite car on the whole game. Actually no, it was my second favourite car. My favourite was the Viper GTSR Team Orica. Beauty of a car, especially in that game. The downforce it fed, it just stuck to corners. Anyway, coming to the end of the long straight here. I've got to do my best to not fuck up where the corners start getting tight. And I've pretty much done that perfectly. I don't think I could have done that any better. And because the guys up in front of me were probably battling a bit with each other, that has gained me a lot of time. So, we're on to lap 2 here, locking up the brakes. Oh yeah, I should probably say at this point, none of these GT cars have any electronics like ABS or traction control. So, you've got to race hardcore in it. Hitting that corner a bit hard there on that curb did slightly unsettle the car, but nothing particularly bad. We've managed to stick with the guys ahead of us, keeping in 3rd gear for this whole section. I think that was the best technique to take. Now back down to another foot down section. I'm not sure if shifting down into 2nd there is unnecessary or not, but I think doing that pushes the car back into its power band section. Power band part of the revs anyway. We're coming in again. It's lifting off ever so slightly. And I'm getting on the brakes again a little bit too late. But I don't know if that was too late or not actually. I think that was alright. I did turn in a little bit too early though and had to stop my turn, which lost me, a couple of milliseconds. I'm trying to shift down again there and the car just... and again. And it just wouldn't go into gear, and that's what sends me off the track. So yeah, next time I drive this car I've just got to be more patient with the gears, I guess. Didn't lose too much time though from hitting the wall. We didn't hit it too hard thankfully, and it was with the side of the car. I'm hooking up most of the apexes pretty nicely, I think. I have done a lot of laps around this track in other games before, so I'm assuming that's probably why I wasn't doing so bad. This is my first ever Nordschleife video as well, so we can only get better from here, I guess. Or I just got lucky in this race with doing an alright couple of laps. Now we're looking up the side here, and we've made that stick completely, and once again around this corner we're going to get a slightly better run than the cars in front, but the track is very tight. So we're probably not going to be able to make a move yet. Coming up on the inside of Yanagida though. Yokomizu. Now we've gained 3 positions there. Unbelievable move. Got such a good run out of that corner. And what can we do with Tsuchiya here? Not a lot. We're going to have to settle for 15th position for now. Unless we can get a run. No. We're just not going to get given any space around here. But it's okay. There's still just over a third of the lap to go, I think. Locking up the brakes badly there. And we're going to get taken on the inside. So I have to go on the grass to make sure I give him the space. Now I'm going to bail out here on the carousel and let him have it. And I just slightly come off the line, but we get back in it. And we don't lose too much time, luckily. Now I'm not sure if this corner I was supposed to downshift or not. Oh, well, I didn't. I think I did on the last time I went round. Now we've got a guy right up our arse here. I've run a little deep into that corner, but I still managed to keep my position, luckily. Luckily this track is tight, so it's hard for people to overtake, but then unlucky it's so tight because it's hard for you to overtake. So we are gaining time. And it looks like it's going to get to the point where the guys in front of me are just going to slow me down. I'm being patient with making my move here. And there it is. We're in. We make the move. But we've got him there still. So I need to give him the space. And I run slightly wide. We're still side by side here, coming into... Well, we take a little nudge. A little nudge, a teeny bit of contact, but it's all good. And now we have gained the position, made it stick. Now we've just got to deal with Tsuchiya. We have a look up the inside, but we didn't have the run, so I had to give him the space. I was not prepared at this point in the race to have any accident. Shifting down into fifth, down into fourth. Now foot down. I normally get a good run out of the second carousel, so let's see what we can do. Unbelievable move, look at that, guys. Unbelievable. Sorry, I'm getting so hyped over this. I really did enjoy this race, it was great fun. Now we're coming along the back straight for the final time. Now because I'm behind the slipstream, I should have been able to get the run off them and overtake them. And in theory, win the race, well, end the race in 12th position, but I'm stuck here. There is nowhere to go. I'm side by side with this guy here. Exxon is just staying in front of me. There's nowhere to go. The gap in the middle was way too small and I just couldn't take it. So I had to edge out of that one. And this is annoying. The final corner. I spin it and I lose a position a foot before the finish line. Unbelievable. So thank you for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Look at that beast of a car. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.